Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel, the place to be for new digital advertisers. And in today's video, I want to talk about what I would do if I was starting a new Google Ads campaign from scratch. Specifically, I want to talk about the 3 things that I would do. So let's get right into it. By the way, something very important to note, all this stuff we're talking about, guys, we're doing before we even go into the Google Ads account and the Google Ads interface and start creating campaigns. We're doing the work, we're doing the research, we're doing the preparation and planning so that way we are in the most likelihood of success possible when launching our campaigns. The first thing that I would do is I would create a realistic advertising budget. I will do the math. Successful advertising, whether it's Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever, it always comes down to the numbers. And you have to make sure that whether it's for your own business or for your client's business, that the numbers make sense and that you are actually fighting a winnable fight. That is big. A lot of the times we think our campaigns are not working, but they actually are. We just don't have a realistic budget in place to make the numbers work, or in a worse circumstance is the numbers would have never added up from the beginning due to what you're selling and the margins available. So first things first, I would go into the Google Ads Keyword Planner and I will look up what are the keywords that I want to bid on just to give me an estimate so I can create a plan around and start to calculate the numbers. So for example, let's say I wanted to start a new Google Ads campaign for a software company, for a software as a service company. I'll go to Google Ads, I'll search on the keyword planner, some of the keywords that their dream client would search, those money keywords that I'm like, man, if I just show up at the top of the page for those keywords, it's lights out. And what I'll do is I'll look at the Google Ads Keyword Planner, I'll look at those keywords, and I'll see what is Google recommending as the top of page bid estimate. And then based on that top of page bid estimate, that can give me an understanding on, okay, what is it I'm gonna need to actually make these numbers work? Now, when it comes to creating and calculating a Google advertising budget, I actually did a full video on this that I recommend that you check out. I'll link that in the description box down below. But just for the sake of brevity for this video, I will take that estimated top of page bid and I'll multiply it by 100. And if my client or if I myself don't have enough cash flow to support that budget for that keyword and this count, then that means to me that it's not realistic. So that's the first thing I would do is I'll calculate the budget and I'll run the numbers. The second thing that I would do when starting a new Google Ads campaign from scratch is I will spy on the competition. So I'll go to google.com and I'll just search all the different keywords that I would ideally like to show up for, and I'll start to take note and start to copy down the names and the website addresses of all my different competitors, and I'll take a look at all of them and try to see what does their ads look like, what are the offers they're making, the landing pages that they're sending that traffic to, and really start to do a deep dive on my competition that I'm gonna be going up against in the Google Ads auction place. When it comes to spying on your competition, I actually did a full in-depth video on how to spy on your Google Ads competition. I also did another video on my top recommended PPC spy tools. So I highly recommend you check out those videos. But basically all you wanna do here is you just wanna go and you wanna research your competitors that you're gonna be going up against and really taking what's working for them and using it as your own. You wanna steal genius essentially, right? You wanna steal the genius that they have spent their hard-earned money and blood, sweat, and tears to figure out. You wanna be able to take that and apply it to yourself and your own campaigns from day one and leverage a proven framework. That way you're not starting from scratch and you're leveraging what's already been working out there in the marketplace and you're starting out ahead. Last but not least, the third thing that I would do when creating campaigns from scratch is I will create a campaign plan. Now, a campaign plan, it could be as literally just a simple spreadsheet, and on that spreadsheet, I will literally map out my campaign. So for example, I'll put my campaign name, I'll put the location that I want to target, I'll put the devices that I want to target, I will put the different ad groups that I want to include in my campaign. I will put the different keywords. I will put the different audience exclusions, right? Who do I not want to show ads to, right? You don't want to show ads to existing leads, for example. So that'll be an audience exclusion. I'll put in there as well all the different match types for the different keywords and really map out my campaign in its entirety before actually going into the Google Ads interface and actually launching a campaign. And that's what I would do. And then from here, now I have done the math. I've done the math. I know I have a realistic budget. I know I am fighting a winnable fight so that my efforts will not be in vain. And what I'm trying to achieve is actually possible. The next thing is I've put together a swipe file. I've researched my competition. I've put together this list. I've seen what are their keywords, ads, landing pages that they're sending traffic to. So I'm already going to start ahead, steal genius, leverage proven frameworks. One of my favorite things from Picasso says, good artists copy, great artists steal. I'm stealing what's working from the competition. And then last but not least, I'm creating that campaign plan. I'm mapping out, before I even go into the Google Ads interface, my campaign name, the locations I want to target, the keywords, the ad groups, the audience exclusions, and everything that I need to know so that when I go into that Google Ads account, I mean business. I'm not just there pressing buttons just to press buttons. I'm in there with a game plan. I'm fighting a winnable fight, and I already know what my competition is doing. So when I have to write ads, I already have a list of ads that my competitors are running that can give me ideas. And really, all this is to just prepare me for the most likelihood of success. So when I go into the Google Ads interface, I am a Google Ads pro and not an amateur, and I'm not starting from scratch, and I'm doing all this pre-work so that I can reap the rewards, because most people are just going to want to go into the Google Ads interface, select some keywords, create some ad groups, create some campaigns, do the bare minimum, not do the math, not spy on the competition, not do all this effort and all this work. And then what happens is they launch their campaigns and then they end up saying Google Ads doesn't work. It's not that Google Ads doesn't work, it's that you didn't do the work to make it work. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you got tremendous value from it. If you did, if you could like this video, give it a thumbs up. That'll help me get this video ranked higher in the search engines. If you know anybody that's interested in Google advertising, feel free to share this video. And last but not least, if you're not already, I highly recommend you join my new Facebook group and join the Google Ads Pro community. And I'll link that in the description box down below. And you can get access to more exclusive Google advertising content, and really just looking forward to engaging with you and helping you create, launch, and scale profitable Google advertising campaigns. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.